Well, guys, before we jump into doing the Will It Start on this unit, our Will It Start t-shirts are officially in stock and shipping same freaking day. Our Will It Start t-shirt, our very first one, is featuring our loader, which got pretty much a ton of views. So I figured we'd feature it on the shirt. Maybe from every quarter of the year, we'll switch it up to a new Will It Start with whatever the top viewed Will It Start video is. So check it out. It's on brucewilsonshop.com. Go grab your Will It Start t-shirts. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back out here for another Will It Start on this fine Saturday. We're back out here at the Gillespie's Auto Shop here in Plant City, Florida on Highway 60. We looked at this guy last time we were out here, Aaron and I, when we started up the old white tow truck, and boy, do we have something special for you guys, because we have not done a Will It Start on a two-stroke diesel. Yes, you heard that right. Two-stroke, not four, two-stroke diesel. This is an International Lodestar 750. Yeah, that's all I know about it. We did a weed eat and get around. It's been a hot minute since we've took a weed eater with us and cleaned out around a machine so we get to work. So with all that being said, let's pop the hood on this International and see what she's got underneath it. All right. So I didn't open this thing up already. The latches were already undone. Let's see what engine's in it. You guys already see it. Yes, sir. So Ryan, my new cameraman, probably isn't very familiar with these engines. I am a little bit. This has a two-stroke diesel engine. It's a V6 diesel. So your Challenger that's got a V6 gas, just imagine a V6 diesel engine. And that's what this baby's got in her. Look at that. I've never really dealt with V6 Detroits that didn't have turbos on them. This one just simply has the supercharger on top. So I did bring some tools with us, so that we can pop the valve covers off of it, because as most of you know, if you've ever dealt with two-stroke Detroits, the injectors are basically the injection pump in these things, and they do stick. So before we start it, we're going to do a little bit of preventative maintenance, which is going to entail checking oil in it, and we're going to pull the valve covers off of it and make sure the throttle linkage is working like it should. So let's check the oil. I don't know where the dipstick's at. Let's see if we can find it. I don't see anything on this side. Maybe it's on the other side. There she is, right there. Ooh, baby. A bunch of dead dinosaurs on a stick. So she's got oil in her. And it looks like this side's going to be the easiest side to get the valve cover off of. Try to clean some of this debris off the top of this valve cover here before I pull it off so it doesn't fall down in the engine. I need to make a note to bring maybe an air compressor next time. Let's take a look inside the cab here, Mr. Ryan. It looks like it's got a splitting transmission in it, the keys in it. Check that out. Now, magic question. Where the heck's the batteries? So I know some of you may not like this, but I am going to hook the batteries, the jump boxes up to the batteries, just to make sure bump it over just a little bit, make sure the engine isn't locked up, because I don't want to get too far into this thing, pulling the valve covers off, freeing injectors up, and we have a locked up engine. So it's not going to hurt us to bump it over just barely to make sure it's not locked up and the starter works, because, you know, these things have been sitting. There is no telling how long that thing's been sitting. Maybe we can find a tag on it on the back and see when the last time it was registered, but it didn't even have any doors on it. So let's hook these jump boxes up. You guys remember these babies. Last time we used them last week, we got done with making that Will It Start video, they had 92%. And we filled them back up to 100, so let's try it. Okay, so we found the batteries back here. It's got one in it. That thing looks ancient. And there's no battery right here, but it looks like we are working with a 12-volt system, which is nice. It's kind of weird, actually. I was thinking it would have a 24-volt system. So we have no battery right here, one battery there. We're going to hook these jump boxes up to this thing and see if it'll start with no battery and only one really crappy battery. That baby right there, that ground looks pitiful. There's a ground there. I'll tell you what, if these things start this, we got a African jungle back there in the back. If these things start this thing up, I'm gonna be so tickled. I'm gonna be tickled pink. Got that baby right there. That unit right there. We got power on that jump box. Power on that jump box. Let's go turn the key on and see if anything happens. Ooh, I'm gonna need a tetanus shot. You know? So I'm here sitting here wondering, we're turning the key on. Why the heck is nothing happening? Right, Ryan, come in here, look in the glove box. I'm gonna go right there side. I'm gonna point to the problem. This baby's got some old school glass fuses and they're all gone. So what we're gonna have to do is jump out my old push button starter and stick her on the starter solenoid and make it do what we want it to do. Okay then, so I'm going to get out my handy dandy do what I tell you to button here. This is an absolute spider's nest. Good Lord. Oh, we got our, I feel like we're at Busch Gardens or something. So we're gonna hook one to a hot on this here starter. These gnats are getting to me. That looks like it might be a hot wire right there. If I can get my hand down in there to it. Now, I'm gonna find this solenoid wire. All right, so I think I got these things back there all hooked up and I couldn't get anything to happen. So I think what we're gonna do is hook them directly to the starter and maybe we can get something to actually work. Look at that. Look at that sky turkey. Ah! Ah! I wonder if they taste good. Anyways, we're gonna hook this thing directly to the starter, but before I do that, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the valve cover off and double check anything before I try to bump it over, because my luck, we've had terrible luck lately getting these engines start, because they start right up, even though they've been sitting for, this thing's been here a long freaking time, okay? And I don't wanna risk it maybe firing up over half a spin and it just going to the moon. So we're gonna pop that valve cover off right quick and double check everything. So got my handy dandy snap-on impact, come right here to the valve cover. We'll pull these, well, I'd set it in the tread of the tire, but there is no tread left in that one. This baby snatched off here. Hope all the YouTube mechanics are proud of me for working on this thing the right way. Oop, come on now. It's kind of hard to get in there to where it's at. There we go. Dang gnats. This back one off. Alright, let's get this valve cover popped off here, and I'm sure a little bit of stuff's gonna fall in there, but it'll be okay. Let me go get my screwdriver. Whew. Breaking a sweat on this baby. Alright, Watch this thing look brand new inside. Probably not, but it would be cool if it looked brand new inside still. Look at that. Look how freaking clean that thing is. Uh-oh. Our gasket broke. That's right. I don't really foresee this thing being used ever again, but look how clean that is. It only had a little bit of debris fall in it. All right, so we're gonna check right here is our rail. Let me grab my vice grips. Like I was telling you, the really correct way is to pull both valve covers off, but if we get full motion out of these little injectors right here, Ryan, you want to show them what I'm talking about? Right here, I'm pointing my finger. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So when we put our vice grips on here, you'll be able to see the injector plungers or injectors move full function. Hey, look at that. What are the chances? Those move nice and free. This engine does not look like it's that old. It looks like it's been rebuilt or something and put in there because it's so. But I guess if it's been sitting for a long time, then all the nasty oil residue and stuff will just fall right down into the crankcase. Clean all this stuff off when we put it back together. You know, it would be cool. We could just leave it off there and start it up, and you can see how everything works. All right, and if something does hit the fan, we can run over here and shut her down, old son. All right, that's checked out. All right, so we're gonna hook the jumper leads directly to the starter under here. I know you guys can't really see anything, but I'm looking at directly to the starter ground. We're gonna hook this right to the hot on the battery or the starter here. All right, that's hooked up. I'm gonna try to hold my hand on the shut off so that in case it does do something crazy, we don't get hurt and the motor don't run to the freaking moon. All right. Come on, baby. Do your thing, chicken wing. There's an override button, maybe. All right. Come on. Come on. Oh. I guess it'd help if I hook this up to something hot. The other side of our starter switch here. All right. Got our hand ready in case this thing decides to go crazy. Come on. I think these jump boxes want to see like a draw, and there's no real draw on it right now, so. Ooh, goodness. Oh, okay. Come on, baby. Come on. Nope. Our jump box said, no, you're done. Come on. It's almost alive. All right, crossing our fingers, this baby does what she's supposed to do. Let's freaking go. Woo! It's alive. I smell a belt burning. Oh, it's the alternator. It ain't spinning. Shoot, hang on. Our alternator ain't spinning, look. There we go. Now it's spinning. Maybe it'll start charging. All right. Now we got a two-stroke Detroit running. Let's go show you the valve cover. I wish we could have one we had to put more work into. It's hard to find. I don't know, but look. These things will idle so low. You gotta be careful because we rev it up too much, it might try to run away. So awesome. I wonder if it'll move. I don't think it's gonna move because the clutch pedal is really like, come here, I'll show you. You press the clutch pedal down, it just goes to the floor. So like, probably the mount maybe, or the linkage is probably rotted or something, but the engine runs. Very cool. We'll run for a minute, and I guess we should check oil pressure. That might help. Let's go make sure it has oil pressure. Well, it's definitely got oil pressure because you see the oil pumping up here in the valve cover. But sitting here idling, she's got 20, right at 20 pounds of oil pressure. So I'll rev it up, see what it does. Yeah, she jumps on up to 30 really quick. So cool. All right, let's walk around back, see if we can find a tag on it that says how long it's been sitting. I try to watch out for snakes. Snicky snake. Huh. There it is right there, look at it. Oh, we can't see it. Oh. 83. I kind of wiped, or 83, maybe 85. Anyways, June of the 80s, so a long freaking time. This is obviously some kind of a hopper bottom, maybe for like feed, cattle feed, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's so cool. Well, another successful wheel it start. Guys, drop me some emails. Well, I better shut this off and we'll talk about it. Give her one more rev. Sounds scary, don't it? I like my whiskey on ice and my women on fire, like a good sounding guitar. I won't be called a liar. Sweet. Alright, I got the valve cover gasket put back kind of where it was broke. Stop it. Alright, valve cover's back on. This thing, could you imagine, like back in the, whenever this thing was made, I see there's a VIN number on the door. Who am I kidding? There's no door. You know, back in the 60s, probably when this truck came out, driving this thing through town, and this two-stroke just going freaking bananas under the hood, and I couldn't imagine back then. So very cool. So before we give this thing unhooked, shut her down to go ahead and rest in peace, we'll unhook all of our connections here. We'll give her one final rev of a breather. We'll go to the other side. I love the scream of a two-stroke. Yeehaw. She just idled too low. Well, we know it freaking runs. That's awesome. So before we close this chapter on this old International here, I'll give you some anatomy on a 2-stroke diesel engine. Basically, they got really big pistons in them. There's 2 chambers in the pistons for exhaust. You really should just Google it. But some people are wondering, when I say supercharged V6, why does it have a supercharger? Well, that is because the supercharger obviously gives more air pressure down in the engine to make more power, but also helps when these 2-strokes have that exhaust gas coming out, blow that gas out of the combustion chamber into the exhaust. So that's why they have a 2-stroke. And you see their twin cam engine. You see these 2 pulleys in here. There's one right there and one right there. And there's a bunch of timing gears down inside the front timing case, but there's 2 pulleys spinning on the front of these Detroits. Very neat. A little water pump over here doing its job. Yeah. This truck's pretty much trash. I mean, unless I want to make a rat rod out of it, but other than that, it really ain't worth much. It would be cool if we could buy this thing, take it home, and I've always wanted to blow one of these up. What do you think? That'd be cool. Yeah, comment down below. Should we try to buy it, take it home, and let it blow it up? I know a lot of you may not like that idea, but let's be real, guys. The truck is literally scrap, and the engine, I mean, unless someone really needed just a plain old Detroit V6 2-stroke with no turbo or nothing, they're very, very not sought after engines. Yeah. Comment down below and let us know what you think we should do. Let's close the chapter on this video. All right, so before we close this chapter, I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering why we don't start this old Ford up right here. And the owner here at Mr. Gillespie kind of mentioned that, hopefully nothing's gonna come out and get me, no. They did some engine work on it and they couldn't never get it to start again. And this is a International engine of some kind, or Ford engine. Don't ask me what kind of engine it is, but I know it's diesel. But they said they did some work to it and couldn't never get it started. And you can see like the intake down in there just is sitting bare open, and yeah, it's missing some engine parts. So that's kind of why we're not really gonna mess with this one sitting next to it. I wonder what engine's in this old school bus. Probably a gas motor. It's got to have a gas engine. I'm so afraid every time I open a hood, something's gonna come crawling out, creepy crawly. Nope. It's another International. Even the valve cover on that engine says International. I have no idea. I know it's a V8 gas, obviously. Maybe you guys can comment and let us know what engine's in this thing, because it says International on the valve cover. Did International make V8s? I don't know. Got this old cab over thing right here. Wonder what engine's in it. It's got batteries. Can't see nothing. It's got a yellow engine. You know, something we haven't done a wheel start on is a Caterpillar. And the reason being because everybody pulls old cats out and puts them back in something else. So maybe we'll ask Mr. Gillespie why, or what's going on with that. Maybe we can come back out and do a wheel start on that. Who knows? All right, more tour in the junkyard. Let's go find more stuff. Oh, look at this. Old Derek at Vice Grip Garage would be all over this thing. Old Buick. Check that out. Look at the seats. Just cherry. Wonder what year this thing is. Super freaking old's what it is. Yeah, you can't even read the date code anymore. They are not going to make a new truck door to close that as nice as that. Got the old GMC Scooby-Doo van there. Where are you, Scooby-Doo? Where'd our peacock friends go? Where? Oh yeah, check that out. Oh look, here's some feathers. You want to take some feathers back? Seriously, look. Yeah, they don't really fly, I don't think.
There's another one on the truck over there.
Oh yeah, they're making mating calls. Look at that. That is so cool. Souvenir. All right. Well, that's going to conclude our tour. Oh, I wonder if that thing will start. 100%. Tour concludes the tour of our junkyard and our will it start. I think what I was trying to say, but I didn't want to talk over the loud truck, was drop me some emails, guys, at brucewilsonshop.com and find me some will it starts that they got to be diesels. I mean, gas stuff, it literally takes so much work between cleaning points, carburetors, stuff like that. It's just not really worth messing with. But diesel stuff, most of the time we can get them going. I want something more complicated than that one. The last few we've done, they start right up almost immediately, and it just takes the fun out of it, having to work on and do stuff like that. So drop me some emails, addresses within a 60-mile radius of Dade City. I don't want to drive more than an hour to do the stuff, because if we have to go back and get parts, things like that, I want to be able to find the stuff we need kind of local. So drop me an email. Let's find some really cool and interesting will it starts. So we're gonna go ahead and chalk that off to another successful will it start with all these freaking bugs out here. Drop me an email, guys. Help me find some complicated will it starts. We're gonna be doing a will it start every single Sunday, dropping it Sunday, 11 to 2 p.m., somewhere in there. So be looking out for those every freaking Sunday. Go to brucewilsonshop.com, grab your will it start merch and your tractor taxi stuff. We'll be jumping into the Peterbilt content first of the freaking week. Next week, got a load of tractors to pick up. Lots of cool stuff coming at you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you're not already to some really cool videos coming at you. Peace. So Mr. Gillespie, I'm pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry.
Told him we got the International started, and he said, I told him, I said, we need to find something that's harder to start. He's like, well, I might have something for you. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is definitely something under there. What model dozer is that?
It's a John Deere 450C.
We just sold a 450B like 2 months ago, so some of my viewers will know what that is. They have a John Deere engine in it. I see a battery. How long has it been sitting here?
Probably 10 or 15 years at least.
At least. So did it drive right here?
Well, no, the clutch has gone out in it.
So it did run though when it was parked?
It was running when it was parked.
Wow. This is definitely going to be like a project right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be as easy as the other two.
No, I know. We got to find something that's hard to start, because I'll tell you what. What's that big piece of iron back there? Or is that just a box? Oh,
It's just boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys got some airboats back there?
Yeah.
Is that one missing a jug off of it? Looks like it. They got all kinds of stuff. Anything else diesel, or just basically this right here?
There's more diesels back over that way.
The bus is probably gas.
They're all gas, yeah.
Those are cool. Old boat. I love airboats. Cool. Do we want to walk over there or drive over there?
Oh, whatever.
We'll walk. Cool. Okay. Let's go. See, that's got a 4-cylinder Detroit in it.
Yeah, it starts and runs easy though.
You can't be saying that on camera. What is that old thing? Is that an old...
It's a FWD, was a cement mixer.
Okay.
It's a 6V Detroit.
So that's got a... But that'll probably fire right up.
Well, now that's been 20 years since it was started.
What about the old...
Then you got, that's a Turflow GMC diesel, which is a 4-stroke, but they came out in '66, but they only used them for 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And then the, what is this semi up here?
Oh yeah, I definitely see that unit. So most of the stuff was like stuff your dad just acquired or worked on?
Yeah,
or you
well,
did?
it's this old GMC. We actually had that wrecker that's on the Dodge. Was on this. This was the second truck we had it on.
So did he buy one of those trucks new, or newer, or did they got used for you guys?
This one was 2 years old when we bought it.
Wow, and y'all actually used it?
Yeah, from '68 till probably '74, '75.
And then you got the Dodge.
Then got the Dodge.
What time did he get the white?
Well, we used the Dodge and the white together.
Okay.
But the white, it actually used to be on. It started on a '64 GMC.
The bed did.
The bed, the wrecker bed. Flint's Towing over in Lake Wells, Jimmy Flint.
Okay.
It was his wrecker. He bought it brand new.
I had several people comment and saying they used to see that record driving
Yeah.
up down the road, the white, and now this is neat. What is that? Is that an old?
It's a Detroit.
I know, but what is it? It looks like a Kenworth, ain't it?
No,
Mack
probably a
maybe?
GMC. Is this? I got a GMC General, but I don't know if this one's it or the other one.
Well, can't see nothing from this side. I don't know what that is. You literally can't see the hood of it. You got any snakes out here?
No, we don't allow them.
Okay. Diving off into the wilderness. I can't even see. It must be a GMC because there's this big old front grill on it. I don't see no emblem on the front of it. Maybe someone can comment and tell us what it is. So it's got a 8V.
8V Detroit.
Is it turboed or non?
Yes, turboed.
Okay, so like be an 8V92 then.
Yeah,
Is it a silver or red engine?
I don't
remember?
remember. I don't
No.
remember that.
This is definitely, I think we've got a month's worth of work here. Cool. Well, I'm glad you showed us the rest of this stuff. When was the last time this thing was used?
25 years ago.
Really? I seen the plate on the back of that old, the International we started. It was like from '83.
Yeah,
What was that? It looks like an old grain truck.
it's a
ain't it?
grain truck.
That's what I thought, yeah.
For the egg, when chicken farms, when
Yeah.
they were big in Pasco and Hillsborough County,
Okay.
they delivered feed in it.
I think we're going to have to bring more than a weed eater next time. I've got it. That Swisher walk behind mower we got in the shop. I've got this walk behind like brush cutter.
Yeah, those do good.
That's what we need
Yeah.
to I need to bring out here. I'm glad you showed us around. Thanks again.
Anytime.
We're gonna head out of here.